Hello guys, so today's video is about the ultrasound of spine defects in a fetus, and it is a review from the book Requisites of Ultrasound. But first up, let's talk about the normal spine. It is very important to identify the normal spine in an antenatal ultrasound. In the image above, which is taken from the book Requisites, you can see the normal spine. This is the sagittal image of the spine during the second trimester, and it demonstrates the normal appearance of the spine. You can also note the normal tapering of the sacral spine distally. Now this is another image of the normal spine. You can see that there is no defect in the spine, and also no mass-like thing is projecting out from the spine. Now this is the axial image at the level of the cervical spine, and you can see the three ossification centers at this level. The posterior elements converge posteriorly, pointing towards each other, indicated by the short arrow, and the vertebral body is in the midline anteriorly, which is indicated by the long arrow. This is the axial image of the normal spine at the thoracic region. It is important to identify the normal spine in all the regions such as the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral. Now let's talk about spinal neural tube defects. Spinal neural tube defects are most common in the lumbosacral region and are collectively referred to as the spina bifida. The term meningocele is used for a defect that only contains the meninges, whereas the myelomeningocele, it is a term that is used for a defect that contains neural elements also. The sonographic features of a spine defect include visualization of the meningocele sac, such as cystic or a complex mass extending off the posterior aspect of the spine, a full thickness defect in the overlying soft tissue, and an associated vertebral defect with splaying of the posterior elements. Now this is the image of a myelomeningocele, and you can see that the posterior elements are splayed, which means that they're a bit away from each other, as shown by the short arrows. This is the longitudinal image of the same fetus as in the previous image, and you can see a complex mass is extending off the posterior aspect of the spine, and you can also see there is a disruption in the spine. Disruption in the spine is indicated by the arrowheads, and the complex mass is indicated by the long arrow. Now this is another example of myelomeningocele. You can see the splaying of posterior elements of the spine indicated by the short arrow, and the long arrow indicates the mass that is protruding through that defect in the spine. This longitudinal image is more clearly showing the defect in the spine indicated by the arrowheads, and the mass protruding through the spine is indicated by the long arrow. Now this is another example of the myelomeningocele. You can see the splaying of the posterior elements indicated by the short arrow, and a complex cystic mass with septations is protruding out through the defect indicated by the long arrow. This longitudinal image more clearly shows the myelomeningocele. You can see the mass is cystic cum solid, and the defect is indicated by the arrowheads. So this sums up my video. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and inshallah I'll come up with more such interesting content. Thank you.